Yo, what's going on, world? Welcome to the very first video of Wish You Were Here Travels. I'm Thor, and today we aren't just going on a vacation, we are boarding a floating city. This is Icon of the Seas. It's Royal Caribbean's biggest ship. It's actually the biggest ship in the world. It's so big, it should actually have its own zip code, if you ask me. But anyway, me and a few of my friends for the next 7 days, we will be sailing to St. Thomas, St. Martin, and the legendary Coco Cay. Now listen, this is our first video. Do us a favor, hit the like button, share the video, join the family squad. We are a travel page. We're going to be posting more, so you want to stay tuned. All right, welcome and let's go. Now, one thing we gonna do as cruisers, we are gonna fly out the day before the cruise just to make sure that we get to the boat and get to the port on time. Because one thing about me, I'm not missing no boat, bruh. Now, when you didn't get there, make sure you have some type of transportation booked, whether it be a car, a shuttle, something. Now, me and my crew, as you can see, we're the fun crew, but anyway, we like to make sure things are booked and planned properly. So if you're boarding the world's biggest cruise ship, one would think this is probably going to be a hectic check-in process. But guess what? It was not. The lines moved quickly. The check-in process was so easy. I just wanted to get on board that ship so I could hear those famous words.
Washi, washi.
Washi washi. If you know, you know. If you don't know, then you just don't know. Don't worry about it. At this point, I just wanted to start running on the ship just so that my vacation can start. Let's go! We have officially left land and boarded the world's largest cruise ship. We were greeted by some amazing Royal Caribbean staff greeters, and walking onto that ship, just look at the beauty. You could still smell the new smell on this thing, like they just pull it out of the package. I just gotta take this all in before we get to our room. Ooh. So we've made it to our room. Love a balcony room, but let's do this quick room tour. Now we're going to start with this bathroom. The bathroom was really clean. I loved the setup. I love the little spaces they had in there. I don't have really no complaints. I love the glass shower door and everything. Great. We had a nice thermostat on the wall. I mean, mirrors were clean. The space wise, it was really the same as you would get at any other typical ship. So nothing great and spectacular for me, but I like the closets. We had some good closet space. You can hang your clothes. We had those little black trays at the bottom there. I like to use those. I put my snacks and stuff in them. I don't know what y'all use them for, but that's what I use them for. So, I mean, for me, I'm going to hang up all my clothes in the closet because this 7-day cruise, I'm going to relax and have everything laid out. A work desk if you're working. I hope you're not working on no vacation because I ain't working on a vacation, but you have that if you need it. Nice large king bed. Of course, you have a TV. You still have a little bit of storage space on the side walls. The bed was actually comfortable enough. See, for me, as a cruiser, what I've learned, I'm always going to book a balcony room. I gotta have that fresh air coming in. I mean, sitting out on the balcony on a sea day is so relaxing. Do you know how many times I fell asleep on that balcony? Man, countless. But we're docked in Miami and almost ready to go. All right, normally when you cruise, sometimes all of that checking in and getting to the cruise, you get hungry. One good thing about these cruises, they gonna have food ready once you get on board, whether you're in your room yet or not. We took a walk around the ship to look at all the food they had, and it was plenty. So going around looking at all the food they have, I was just shocked that on the buffet they had like such premium food like shrimp and lobster. I'm like, geez, this how y'all doing it, Icon? But listen, do it how you do it, and get it how you get it. I loved it. So check out some of the food that they had. All right, now that we've checked into the room, we're just going to take a little stroll around the boat and familiarize ourselves with the areas. One thing I liked about this Icon, they had so much seating. Look at all those seats and chairs and lounging areas and just places where you can relax, places where you can just look over and just enjoy the views. And another thing they did have is a lot of bars. So if you got that drink package, you in there, because there is a bar everywhere. I mean, the ship is huge, so I didn't expect anything different. I really like this area here. This is where the pools are located. And the theme that they look like they were going for here is a jungle kind of theme. I love the colors. The colors blend and it meshes really well. So as you can see from the top of the ship, we are moving. We are on our way on the 7-day vacation, just cruising on the world's largest cruise ship. I mean, just look at the views. Look at the weather. It looks pretty relaxing. Let's cruise on, baby. So now that we are sailing, we are moving forward onto our first destination. Look at the seas, very calm. This is like a perfect day to be sailing on the waters. Now we're at the front of the ship and it has a unique look here. It's kind of like, it looks like an aquarium. I love the fact that they have this big glass in the front so you can see from one end of the ship to the other side of the ship. And then they have a lot of seating. So if you want to get up in the morning, if you're an early riser and want to just sit in the front, watch the sunrise, or come in the evening and watch the sunset, you have that option for breathtaking views. I wanted to go back and highlight this part of the ship, which is the back of the ship. Those rooms that you see down there on those balconies, they actually have balcony rooms that face the interior. That was pretty cool, and that's a unique trait of the ship. Now let's go back to our room, because what I really wanted to show, I want you to take a look at why it's such a benefit getting a balcony room. Look at the waters. The waters are so calm. I mean, it was so still. The ship was just gliding on the waters. This is something I would just call rest and relaxation in the making. So I'm looking forward to having me a time. I don't know about y'all. Just take it all in. Take it in. Well, it's evening time on the Icon and it's time for dinner. Franny, give us a little dinner dance. Wow. So we decided just to go to the main dining room. We're walking in, very nice. It's large, of course. Again, world's largest ship. Everything is large. Their menu was pretty impressive, but I remembered the first night was lobster tail night. So it didn't really matter what they had on the menu. I wanted that lobster tail. Yep, so let me just leave you in your thoughts to just drool over this scrumptious looking plate. Yo, that lobster tail was bussin'. So, before we end our night, we decided to go see one of the shows. This was with this guy named Pete Matthews. He's an entertainer and a juggler. And I was already tired because after that food, I wanted to go sleep. Check him out. Day 1 complete. Tomorrow we'll be in St. Martin. Welcome back, y'all, and pleasant good morning from St. Martin. We're gonna go and get some breakfast before we head off the ship, but guess what? We have a performance for you. Join me in welcoming the legendary Washy Washy. Well, if you didn't know who Washy Washy was, now you know. That's him. All right, we're going to grab something real quick from the breakfast buffet before we start our day. Today is St. Martin. Come go with us. Let's go. All right, so we are off the ship and we ran into this nice little car rental place. And I just told my friends, yeah, let's rent a car and let's just go see the sights on the island. I mean, how lost can you get? So the guy who rented us the car was real nice. He gave us this nice SUV and gave us some nice tips on the way too to keep us safe. Listen to him.
What type of gas?
There's only one type of gas on the island.
All right.
They take cash, card. The fuel pump prices are in our local currency, which is guilders. So whatever you see, you have to divide it by 1.8. Because I've heard stories that people get food sometime and they charge them like it's dollars. So any price you see on the fuel pump, you divide it by 1.8 and that's what you pay in dollars.
1.8.
Yeah.
All right, and we are off. Thank you to our rent-a-car guy who took good care of us. He was really nice. I wish I had gotten his name, but I didn't. So we're on our way. We wanted to go get some food, so we got a chance to see some views on the way there. We had a GPS, so it was pretty easy. Some weather tried to creep up on us, but it was all right. So we're gonna go to the sandbar and get some food. Check it out. So we made it to the Sandbars restaurant, and I am going to do a food review on this. They had curry chicken, macaroni salad, fried plantains, and rice and peas. So I'm more a big fan of Bahamian curry chicken, but this one looked kind of good. It was actually the right color. It smelled amazing. So I'm gonna try this. Let's see what this tastes like. Yum, yum, yum. So yum. But for real, it was good. Now let's get into this macaroni salad. Even though I'm a little bit used to the baked macaroni, but this one tastes good, for real. It was good. Now with the fried plantains, if it's sweet, it's a treat. And they were sweet. All right, now let's try this rice and peas, or peas and rice. You know, different Caribbean cultures call it different. But you have to get it in the gravy of the curry. You use it like a dipping sauce, but it's amazing when you put it all together. All those flavors just, oh my God. So good. All right, that food was really good. But now to the most exciting thing, which is one of the things I've been waiting to do when I got to St. Martin. Have you ever stood at the end of a runway and watch a plane land and it feels like the plane is on top of your head? Check this out. I'm gonna give you a few angles too. Run that back really quick.
My hat wet. Is it gone? Like gone? Oh, he got it.
Bucket list check mark. That was an amazing time. As you can see, those plane jets are so powerful, it blew my hat off of my head. But it's time for us to head back to the ship. The weather was getting kind of crazy, so take a stroll with us while we head back. Peace out, St. Martin. All aboard! Alright, so after an exciting day in St. Martin, we're gonna watch the water show. That was pretty good. Then we'll have dinner and we're gonna call it a night. And tomorrow we wake up in St. Thomas. A pleasant good morning from St. Thomas. We are here and we are happy. We'll stop in the main dining room, grab breakfast, and then we will be on our way to see the sights. Let's go! All right, we are in St. Thomas and off the ship. Getting off the ship, we ran into Island Tour Beach Trip, and we decided to take a risk and just take the tour with them and see where this leads us. There was a lot of people jumping on, so we said, why not? It'll be fun. Let's do it. Now you have a lot of people who's going to pre-book their excursions with the cruise ship. That's all good and fine. But we are the type of cruisers, we get to the port and see who's out there offering those low deals for the low. We are at the first stop on the island tour, and they took us to these mountains where we can see these great, awesome views. Take a look at some of what we have here. St. Thomas is definitely the place for great views. It's time for us to start heading back down the hill. This was a very steep hill. I have to admit, I was very nervous. I was so nervous while this driver was driving us down, I had to start singing to make myself comfortable. That's how nervous I was. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, we have made it to the end of the tour. So we stopped at this beach on the way. It had a little snack bar where you can get food. So that was also pretty good. The beaches was clean and nice, and the waters were clear. The water felt really good. So St. Thomas was a good time, I must say. I loved it here. So St. Thomas was a blast. So now we're back on the ship. We're gonna get freshened up, explore the ship a little more, and we will be going to dinner. And that's a wrap for today, but tomorrow we will wake up in Coco Cay. It was not a perfect day at Coco Cay. Can you guys believe it? The last day of our cruise, when we wanted to explore Coco Cay, it rained the entire day. I'm talking about from we docked up until it was time to leave. The rain let up just a little bit. So we said, you know what, let's try to go out and capture something. So 1 hour before the ship left, we ran out, and as you can see some of the videos we have, this is all we could have taken. But it was a beautiful place though, I must say. Not a perfect day at Coco Cay. All right, everybody, we have reached the final night of the cruise. So what we're going to do is get some dinner, and we did it again in the main dining room. The food was pretty good, y'all, I must say. So the main dining room food is a hit. It tastes just as good as it looks, I promise you. So with our final night, what we're going to do, we're just going to continue to walk around some more, look at some more areas of the ship, probably find some other places that we probably didn't see. Because remember, this is a floating city. So there's a lot of places that you may thought you've been, but you didn't. But again, look at the beauty of the ship. The ship is beautiful. So if you're thinking about Icon, do it. Do it. Do it. It's lots of food. It's lots of things to do. It's tons of bars. If you get that drink package, this boat is the one you want to get it on because there's bars everywhere. So we're going to see the water show again. That's how good it was. But if you decide to go on Icon, make sure you reserve this water show because it fills up pretty quick. And if you're going to sit in the front row, be prepared to get wet. But we'll see you in the morning. And tomorrow we're going to wake up in Miami, back at the dock, back in the USA. So have a good night. But wish you were here with us. All right, and we are back in the USA, docked in Miami. This part of the cruise makes me so sad, the time that you have to leave, when you have to get back to reality. But hey, you know what? You can always change that. Always have one booked. So when you're leaving the ship, go ahead and book another one. But overall, I want to tell you, if you want to try Icon of the Seas, please go ahead and do it. It's worth it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like the video, share the video, subscribe to the video. There's more videos coming. We really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and wish you were here. This is Thor signing out. Peace.